Our view is that what we need to do to be relevant as a company is two things. First thing we need to do is we need to keep up with the technological changes that are going on within media. I mean, think about what's going on in the TV space now, over-the-top television, you know, the rollout of 3D TVs, things like that. That all changes the way we as a company need to approach TV measurement. A lot of stuff going on in online, the idea of rolling out an online GRP, so online can now start be reflected in mixed models that an advertiser does to try to prove value, to understand value things that are created by different media. So we not only need to do a great job of measuring each media individually, but we also have to create the infrastructure to allow people to now do a better job of thinking holistically across media. And if you think about what we're trying to do, we want to give a company like ESPN the opportunity when they run something like World Cup, which is TV and online and mobile and radio and magazines and other places. We want to give them the ability to look at that holistically. We want to give people like YuMe the ability to really talk about the role of video ad inventory relative to television. We want to enable agencies on behalf of your advertisers to be smart about understanding how these media work together so you can make the optimal decisions in terms of mix and things like that. So, you know, our world has gone from very much silos in individual media where we're trying to think more holistically. We have to do that. As we start thinking about the world and ad effectiveness in this new dynamic world, there really, we've coined this phrase, the 4 Rs. And we think really understanding the contribution of each media individually and holistically for each of these is really important. Reach. How many people did I reach? What was the contribution of each marketing channel? What was the intersection across different marketing channels in terms of contributing to reach? Well, who did you reach? Was it the right demo? Was it the right marketing target? Receptivity, you know, did you reach people, Mike's point of lean forward? Did you take advantage of the opportunity to reach someone in a lean forward opportunity and really use that to drive your brand forward? Resonance, did your ad resonate? And clearly the most important one, reaction. What did consumers do? Did they go out and buy something? Did the reaction drive a more positive view of your brand? And again, we're thinking about this not only within each media, but really thinking about how this works cross-media, TV, online, and mobile. So, you know, obviously we're in a world where the way we need to think about things has changed dramatically, and it's a lot of fun, but it's obviously fraught with challenges. So Scott mentioned before this idea of the TV fusion. You know, obviously the challenge, one of the challenges too we face is creating these integrated data sets to allow people to make smarter decisions. Creating data sets, not that sit outside and measure video ad network inventory here, TV here, but integrated data sets so you understand at an individual respondent level, TV viewing, online usage, and you could capitalize on that really granular integrated data set. In the US, we don't have a single source TV internet data set that measures internet usage across, you know, regardless of location. So we do this thing called data fusion. Data fusion is a statistical process where we take the online data, the Nielsen TV data, and we statistically integrate them. It's used by, so you don't think it's statistical hocus pocus, it's used by major media companies like ESPN and Turner, agencies like Starcom and MediaVest, advertisers. So you know, this is something where the US market was actually really late to adopt Fusion, but it's now at a point where it's a regularly used data set, where at the end of the day, we have a respondent level data with very granular information about what people watch on TV and what they do online. And that's really key to some of the examples you're going to see Travis show you. That data set enables a lot of really important applications for you guys. You know, and again, think about this from an agency perspective or a client perspective and the types of things you want to learn. Audience evaluation. Every media company is coming to you with a cross-platform package. this allows you to really evaluate, well, what is the contribution of digital? What is the contribution of mobile to that package? Tactical media strategy. Think about the ability to plan digital on top of TV, knowing what you want digital to accomplish, and knowing what your base TV buy is going to accomplish. Think about that complementary thing. There may be a different web strategy if you want your digital way to add reach versus if you want your digital way to reinforce frequency with people you only think you're going to reach a couple of times with TV. You could be that tactical now with these data sets. The thing that Travis is going to show you, the idea of upfront, having better tools so that when you know you're spending $25 million to support a brand launch, you understand what the right mix of video ad inventory versus TV inventory. What is it that drives the most amount of reach and effective reach and engagement? And then on the back end, one of the things we don't do as an industry now, think about it, 2011, you run a cross-platform campaign, you get a TV GRP report from your TV buyer, you get a report that shows click-through on ad from the video, and you don't know how these two work together, and being able to do more in terms of cross-platform post-buys is really an important thing. The beauty of our infrastructure is it keeps the underlying TV and online data pure. So when you run a TV reach through our analytics, it's going to be the same as if you run a TV reach through the raw TV data. But then our analytics engine takes the TV weight, the online weight, integrates them together. So at the end of the day, you have the ability to say, here's a cross-platform plan, and here's the unduplicated reach and frequency of that plan. Because the data at its core is very granular, one of the things it allows you to do is be very specific about how you're planning individual components in terms of networks, video ad networks, programs. It allows you to be very specific about how you value different media, from the standpoint of cost per thousand, how well does it deliver the target, have you bought close to that media's reach potential, how does that media duplicate with other? And then basically you're able to very easily run different allocation scenarios so that by somewhat optimizing through trial and error, you're able to really get a better handle on how do you get the most amount of value from a reach and frequency perspective through your cross-platform buys.